reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
You're listening to LotRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network. Brought to you by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapons with Doghouse Systems. Audible. Find your next great read at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And GoDaddy. Put your website to work while you play. Welcome to LotRO Reporter episode 279. I'm your host, Cari, and as always, I am joined by Leonor. How are you doing this evening, Leonor?
Hello, minions. I'm home again.
Yay! Woo! So no more bubble sounding.
Nope, no more sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar, smorgasbord.
No more chef, huh?
No more chef.
All right. Well, welcome back home. We're glad that you're home.
Yay!
And on your personal rig there.
Yes. I got 2 monitors and everything's all sharp and clear and huge. And yep, loving it.
Yay! So, well, we're glad to have you back. As you can probably tell, I'm a little tired. My shift at work changed, and I've been started having to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How long is that going to last? Like the rest of the year?
The rest of a long time.
Or are they going to move you to 3 a.m. soon?
No, not 3 a.m. No. Yeah. No, it's really quiet. Let me tell you, that's so the lease at my office building that was downtown and like 5 blocks from the restaurant we have the PAX, the MMO Reporter meet and greet at, is they lost the lease. Well, it's over. Oh. It's closed. I mean, the lease is ended, so they had to move the offices, and one of the offices going into this lovely fit building that's like not convenient to get to, and part of us, which is me, ended up back at the VA hospital campus. And in order to make everything work and get home at a decent hour, I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, for the foreseeable ever future.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's okay. Like I said, it's quiet in there, and I can get lots of stuff done before people start calling and needing things.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's what...
Always look on the bright side of life.
Absolutely. Speaking of, did you get any game time in this week?
I did log in.
Yay! And?
What did you do this week?
I didn't even log in. I didn't even log in. I don't know what I did this week. I was busy doing stuff, I'm sure. Thursday was crazy. So let's see. I don't remember what I did Wednesday, but Thursday, so Thursday I ended up, I had to training, and then I had to go back to do the end of our challenge for our 12-week, workout challenge, and that I didn't win, of course. And then we recorded LotRO Reporter, and there was something else I had to like squeeze in. I thought I had to take my neighbor to the airport too, and I ended up not having to do that, which was nice.
That's right.
But yeah, It was like, wow. So Thursday was crazy. Saturday was busy, and I don't remember what I did Sunday. But anyway, I was too busy to log into any video game at all whatsoever. I think I played maybe 3 games of Hearthstone. And I don't think I watched any television either. Just, no, busy. It's summer. Weather's nice. Busy, yeah. So.
Well, I did do a couple things that weren't LotRO related. The main reason why I didn't log into LotRO and play a whole lot was because I keep my password at home and I don't take that with me.
Ah, yeah, and you left...
Because I always change my password because that account, I've been on that game for quite a while and I change that password pretty regularly. and I try not to play that at other people's houses. So I don't usually bring that password along with me. So I did log in before I left, like a while ago, and then I came home today and logged in and just kind of wandered around and said hi to people on the kin, and that was about it. So I usually don't take that, that information around with me.
Okay.
And I usually don't change my password or anything like that unless I'm at home. Other than that, though, I played the Secret World for a while. I've played that for probably the last couple of weeks, and it's been a pain in the butt because they had a expansion or a update for Tokyo.
Yep.
And it's a pain in the butt because when you get to that area, everything has a sort of force field around it.
Oh.
And you need to have gear and specific things to try and break down those force fields before you can actually do anything to the creatures. So I was stuck in the new areas for a long, long time. I even had somebody try and help me out with a quest, and the quest bugged and put them somewhere else weird.
Oh.
And then I'm just sitting there frustrated, I can't do damage to anything because I have no idea what's going on. And just got frustrated and then quit for quite a while.
Oh.
So I've been looking up guides, I've been looking up stuff, I've been talking to people that are in the guild in the game, and a lot of them didn't really know what the system was either, but they had a lot of whatever it was.
Sounds like it's damage reduction. Sounds like it's some kind of damage reduction.
Right. I got a hold on it now.
Okay.
I found out that some things actually level up as you're fighting. There's just no gauge to show you. It's just a number that is on the item itself.
Oh, okay.
And you need to switch things out, and depending on what color their shields are and stuff like that. So it is complicated, but I actually do have a grasp of it now. So I'm finally getting past that one spot that I just talked to you about.
Yeah.
Just last night.
Congratulations.
So it's yeah, and yeah, all my stuff was busted and broken, and it was expensive. I had to go to older areas just to get money.
Oh.
To pay for my stuff to fix it.
Yeah, I gotta give my. I think did I give my husband money? I gotta give him money. I think.
You better give him money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of reminded me that this game came up with this system. It is a game that does not have a level.
Right.
A level system 1 through 100 like LotRO does, but what they do is when they want to do more advancement stuff, they change the game a little bit so you can grind out whatever the heck it is. So that's what this shield system is, and it kind of reminds me of the brand new immune system that LotRO has right now.
Okay.
So it's kind of weird, and I started kind of comparing both games, and LotRO came out with skirmishes, and then that was quite a while ago. But then Secret World came out with scenarios, which are pretty much the same thing. So these games are kind of doing the same things back and forth. So I'm wondering what they're going to be doing next. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if it's they're just finding what's work and putting it in, or if they're like, hey, let's. Yeah,
this is working. Why don't we try this too?
Or
hey, that kind of
you moved from Turbine to Secret World.
Oh yeah.
What system would you like to put in? Hey, let's put this one in. It worked over there. I could see some things in WildStar for the PvP in WildStar that LotRO had, because one of the people who worked on WildStar PvP worked on LotRO PvMP.
That's
back
right.
in the day. Yeah, you can kind of see that.
Carbine did get a lot of employees from Turbine.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of interesting when you find out where producers and devs and stuff are from. You can kind of they don't want you to compare them, but you can kind of see what they've taken from other places and brought it in, because it works for that particular thing. It works. It's kind of cool. What else works, Leonor?
I probably shouldn't say on the show.
Okay. 29 of our favorite people.
29.
29
Woo!
patrons. Yeah, we're holding steady at 29 of our bestest friends in the whole wide world.
Awesome.
Yes, we love
I like
your-
round numbers. I want to see that hit 30.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be pretty darn awesome. And I will be guesting on MMO Reporter, and be kind of neat, guys, if we hit 30 and we could talk about it there.
That'd be awesome. You know what would be really cool? If we actually met some of these patrons during PAX time.
That would be awesome, too. I need to remind Chris that he needs to schedule the meeting space. I also need to double check, because the last time I tried to go to the Elephant Castle, where we've had the meet and greet for the last 3 years, they were redoing it, and it was closed.
Oh, yeah, I just told Chris last week. I was like, hey, are you planning? You know, I have you contacted him? And he's like, kinda, why? I'm like, well, you should plan.
Yeah, or they're going to be barbecuing in somebody's house, and it won't be mine.
It will probably be yours.
No.
You got a pool?
Nope. There's a park down the road. We'll rent a pavilion and have a barbecue. That's what we'll do.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah. And part of what the patrons do help us with is getting people to things like PAX.
Yes.
Yeah. Super excited about that. We're almost all set. Yeah, it's great. I did talk. Yeah. So, all right. That is, I know I words hard. Quit talking. Play music now as soon as I find the proper music. There we go. Play music now. It is time for the news. There is so much news that I am making up news this week.
Awesome.
All right. First thing, phones closed on 6/4 for a company-wide meeting, which may or may not have anything to do with the fourth news item that we just found out today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can put tickets in through the ticket system, but the phones are closed on the 4th of June.
Yep. So don't be calling.
Yeah, because they won't answer.
Nope.
Now, I know this is something that is like really exciting to you, Leonor. They are looking into multi-using IXP runes, like right-click and use all.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? That's kind of a cool idea, but I would rather it be a pool.
Oh, like this.
Like you just gather it up, and it's like a whole bunch, and then you can decide how much to put into what weapon.
That's an idea, too. That is an interesting idea. I don't know if they can do that or not because of the way they've already started, but that's a pretty interesting thought as well.
It's either that or make it so those items go into your barter bag.
Yeah, the barter bag, or if, put it in your wallet like the pool, like cash and skirmish marks and stuff. That should be easy enough.
But this is a nice thing to it's in the right direction.
Yeah, they're looking.
So I'm glad for that. I would rather there be some sort of change, or even a new item that stacks, starting like right now, which would be great, and then just kind of phasing out all of those older items that are just laying around for IXP. So
yeah, like the 15 different.
I would kind of like a new item. That would be, I think, a lot better.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Yeah.
But this is cool. This works.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the login servers were down last week for a bit, and everybody, of course, was very excited. Well, I have decided that Bob the server is now killing off the network switches in order to bring down the login servers.
Oh, you think so?
Well, we know it's a network switch because Freylorn said it was a network switch. I think Bob the server has something to do with the network switch failures.
Ooh. Is this a Cari starting rumor?
Yes.
Ooh. Chapter 2, the bad Cari Mac.
Yes, and poor Bob the server, who gets in such trouble. But they're back up now, and so far as we know, everything is moving forward for the hardware move. It's gonna be interesting to see if they manage to just switch them over and not bring down the servers any more than just a regular maintenance, or if the servers are going to be down for a while. That would be interesting.
I would assume that the servers are going to be down for a while. I think every game that I've seen so far is at least down for like a couple of days or something for this kind of thing.
Interesting. That will be interesting. So, write us, tweet us, tell us how long you think we should take bets on how long we think the game servers are going to be down.
And what free-to-play games to play while they're down.
Absolutely. And what games will you be playing while they are down? Exactly. We are interested in knowing. All right. And in rather sad, surprising news, well, surprising to me, even though this game was not on my radar, Infinite Crisis, which Turbine makes, is actually closing August 14th. I don't think they released yet, did they?
They did.
Okay.
They released it, I want to say 2 months ago, but it might have even been 1 month ago.
Okay.
The game was out for free-to-play beta for a very long time.
Okay.
I want to say probably a year,
Did you?
maybe even a little bit longer than that. But apparently it's not doing very good at all.
This is a superhero one, right?
Yes, this is DC Heroes,
Okay.
and it was a MOBA. Or is, for now, a MOBA.
So what's Marvel Heroes?
Marvel Heroes is not a MOBA. It is more of a RPG that is online, much like Diablo 3.
Okay. Okay. See, this is how much of a ripple in my life this particular game made. I'm very, very sorry for anyone who is like losing their jobs due to the closure, because that's sad. That is very, very sad. But yeah. So this is probably most of the world's reaction to Infinite Crisis at all. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't see any kind of like advertising for this game at all. I know what they advertised when it came out. I seen it on Steam. It was over on the right side where they do promotions and stuff like that. And there was a couple of websites that I seen that did have Infinite Crisis advertisements on it, but I never seen like a whole bunch of stuff. Like when Blizzard comes out with something, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Even some Lord of the Rings stuff too. When Lord of the Rings came out with expansions, yeah, they were all over the place. Even if you didn't see them on TV, you know, if they didn't purchase time for the TV, you've seen it all over the internet. Because if you were into it, the Google ads and all, and into MMOs, the Google ads would change on websites for you, so you'd see that stuff all the time, depending on how much advertising they bought.
Right.
And I have not seen much of DC Infinite Crisis at all. I can't even tell you what characters are in that game. I remember like seeing the Joker on one advertisement.
I see a
and,
picture
like, Batman,
of Superman, really cool looking Superman, and maybe Batman with fangs and claws. He's really scary looking, like creepy Joker-ish Batman. On the Infinite Crisis website. One thing I did want to say, when you mentioned Steam customer support was going to refund any customers who purchased the starter pack or the elite pack. So to request a refund, please follow the instructions here. So that is on the Infinite Crisis news website. It's basically a pre-order. So that's kind of big.
That is kind of big.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So, yeah. And then Freelorn did say that the closure of Infinite Crisis is not going to have any impact on the plans they have for LotRO, as they are two separate franchises. They are still moving forward with their hardware upgrade and character and data center move, as well as all the content and features they have planned. So,
right.
That's really
Yeah,
sad.
to be honest, because League of Legends is so big right now, and it's such a, I don't want to say simple game just to like offend people, but it's a lot more simpler than like a console games like The Last of Us or a huge MMO, like LotRO or Elder Scrolls Online.
Hmm.
It is a simpler game, and those games are pulling in so much money right now because of tournaments and esports and stuff like that. There are a lot of companies that are trying and hoping to get in on that and make a game that is kind of comparable to League of Legends to just kind of jump on the bandwagon a little bit, but to expand that genre in the first place. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And a lot of those games aren't connecting, unfortunately. So we're seeing a lot of them die off as they come out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully Blizzard's new one that just came out today. I don't know. Heroes of the Storm?
Yes.
Hopefully that
Heroes of the Storm.
one goes well.
Well, it's Blizzard.
Yeah, this is true. It's Blizzard. And if nothing else, Blizzard is going to go throw money at it for esports because they are throwing all
That's
kinds
right.
of money at it for esports. I have been watching Hearthstone tournaments with Blizzard points in them, and I still am not getting good at Hearthstone, but I'm learning that I don't have most of the cards I need. And the same with StarCraft as well. They support those two things very much so in tournaments. So it'll be interesting to see the Heroes of the Storm, how quickly tournaments are ramped up for that. It was on TV. Heroes of the Dorm?
What?
Yeah, so they had different colleges were in a tournament. I think they were playing Heroes of the Storm in a tournament.
Was it?
Yeah, and you got a year of tuition paid if you won the tournament.
I know a lot of colleges right now are starting to pick up on esports and have things going on their own right now. Like getting students into League of Legends and other games like that. Some shooters.
Yeah.
A lot of them slip my mind right now.
Well, what was really interesting to me was this Heroes of the Dorm competition was on ESPN as a live event on ESPN.
Esports is picking up steam.
I would say so.
Puns.
Yeah, fun. Mm-hmm. All right.
We should continue.
Okay. Hobnanigans should be going on right now, so go get your chickens. And Loot Box Weekend is next weekend, the 12th through the 18th.
Yes.
Which seems to be extra long for a weekend, so hopefully it sounds like it's Loot Box Week rather than weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is pretty much it for the news this week. And as soon as I get to transition 2, we will play music. Leonor, you have a Did You Know listed.
Yes, this was sent in to me by Anna Rose, and it was somebody from our kinship that has been working on guides for quite a while. And she has put together a very good immune system guide.
Oh, good.
It comes complete with pictures and bullet points and
walls of text. Yeah, I see. This is not an easy system. Why did they do this to us? I've completely...
Well, Cari,
I'm going to have to figure this out, because if I don't figure this out, stuff is going to continue to smash me in the face, because I can't smash it fast enough. But
that's right.
I don't need another system. And this one I have a sneaking suspicion you could mess up badly quickly.
That's true. You may have to spend some cash, like actual real-world cash, to fix your weapon if you don't want to go the long run and make a new weapon. So, yeah.
But
You guys might want to take a look at this guide before you do anything with your legendary weapons.
yeah, because of those pretty first age weapons that were gifted to me and made by Anna Rose, I believe.
That's right.
Yes, and I'm scared to touch them. I've got some third agers in on Landreval that I'm not so scared to mess with, because what's going to happen? I got to go find another level 100 third ager.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, on the top of this blog as well, there is a list of the new legacies as well.
Yeah.
So you just need about an hour or two to sit down and find out which ones are changing on you.
Okay.
And which ones you want to keep. And then the game helps you out too, because when it's time to imbue, it will tell you, okay, these legacies are going to turn into these legacies. Do you want to continue? And it will show you. So thank you, Turbine, for doing that.
Yeah.
That takes the scariness out, mostly.
Yeah. Now, the last time I heard anything about... well, it was the runes more than the legacies. It was pretty much tat mitigation, physical mitigation, anything else. No, it wasn't the runes. It was the, what are those things you earn when you finish, like you kill
Brownie?
500 wolves and you get a...
Traits?
Traits. Okay, never mind. There was traits. Last I heard, traits were physical and tactical, basically. Didn't matter for anything else. Just make sure you had physical and tactical on. So. Okay, never mind.
That's a good general rule, I guess.
Yeah. I took it as a lovely rule, and that's what I work with.
Awesome.
All right. So that's it. Looks like a good guide. I'm looking at the legacy list. It's a Google Doc, and I'm looking at minis. And doesn't look like too many of my things changed awfully much. Guardian?
Yeah, a lot of the things that I had on my weapons didn't change that much either. One was removed and changed into something completely different, and then there was a couple of things that were I want to say 2 legacies that were changed when I imbued, and I was fine with them.
Okay.
So it's not as like everything all went crazy, but just take a look at it. There are probably a couple things that are going to change. Just make sure that those are the things that you want in the end, or you can switch it before you imbue, and just totally avoid buying anything from the cash shop altogether. So just go ahead and just for everybody listening, just take your time, do some comparing, and then just work from there, and you'll be fine.
Okay. And those piles of IXP runes that I aforementioned in the news, those are good for my imbued weapons, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I have stacks of those suckers. Okay. Thank you very much. And that was Did You Know?
Ba-dum-bum.
Bum, 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 bum. You're going to sing, I'm going to sing too. All right, in community, I forgot to check to see if the lunch runs had started back up again. Let me peek. Still not. If it's that one server, I'm not saying that name again.
Let's do the lunch runs again.
Looks like... Is Overload on there anywhere? Looks like he's still down. So that's too bad, because those were fun. I loved. But we'll keep checking. Hopefully he gets back to those. The band sign up for Weatherstock 7 is closed, so they filled up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming up July 25th. So be sure to make yourself a character. It's free. And people will get you there. Just get yourself to Bree on the 25th early. If you can get yourself to the Forsaken Inn, that's even better. But if you can't, look in the local chat for somebody who would be happy to port you or escort you out there. It's going to be a fun time, and it starts hours before the actual thing starts. So showing up,
it does.
Yeah, just get yourself there a couple days ahead of time so you can just And put yourself maybe in one of the downstairs rooms. Because trying to log into like Weatherstock outside the Forsaken Inn 30 minutes before it's going to take you forever to log in.
That's true. I log in a couple of hours ahead of time, and I'm already positioned on top of Weatherstock, and it seems to work fine with me because there aren't that many people there. There seems to be some people down by the inn who are doing music and lighting off fireworks, but on top of Weatherstock, it's pretty bare.
Right.
So if you're going to plan something like that, I mean, if you really, really want to see like all the people come in and all that, you want to get in there about a couple of hours early, and I really do mean a couple of hours early.
Yeah. So they start the concerts 2 hours before Weatherstock proper starts, and then they have there's a big processional that they take people out to from the Forsaken Inn across the land to Weatherstock, and they have escorts who will, if you're a character, don't worry about it. They'll be shooting down everything as they go through. And as same for being on Weatherstock, they have basically people line up their skirmish soldiers and what have you, and set it to shoot whatever shows up, and the birds keep dying. So there's no problems there. You will not.
But tell you the truth, it's kind of strange for Turbine to keep birds up there.
They don't do anything for us other than be aware that it's happening, and that we're going to be taking over all of the chat channels in that zone. And they might beef up that section and maybe turn down. I think they have turned off the layering in the past, but that's all they do. They do not change anything else on the server other than knowing that it's coming and to beef that server up. But yeah, we don't get any special turn this off or turn that off or turn daylight or nighttime or anything like that. They can't.
Right. Well, still, I was just, the only reason why there are crows up there in the first place is just to fight a couple of crows while you're up there, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah, for the quest. There's a quest that you have to kill 10 crows or something.
Yeah, but you can do that on the way up as well.
Yeah. No, there was something that you go up there. The poor guy showed up one time. It was hilarious, doing his quest. And you have to get on that rock that they play on Weatherstock, and there's something that glows when you're on the quest. It's like something from Gandalf, or it's like leftovers, and you had to pick this up. It's in the epic quest line, and you had to kill like 10 crows while you're up there because they will go tell the enemy. So that's the reason they're there. But yeah, we had some poor sap show up in the middle of Weatherstock one year trying. He's like,
what's going on?
He was a little weirded out when they're, and he, poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. Jeez.
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay, stand here. Okay, everybody, this guy's trying to do his quest here, and he can't. There's no way that he's going to be able to.
Yeah.
So everybody trade him some gold.
Yeah.
For today.
And just let him stand there and listen to the tunes, because he's not going to get this done. Yeah. And of course, Rockfest on Landerval is still coming. If you guys have events...
Rockfest!
Exactly. If you guys have events, send them to us. Tweet them at LotRO Reporter, and I'll retweet them, or email us at LotRoReporter@gmail.com, and I will be happy to talk about them. I go on the forum and look, but sometimes they get lost in there. So if there's a specific event, I would love to talk about it. That would be really cool.
What I would like to hear again is people sending in some of their kin event games that we've heard about. So if you guys have any new kin games or something that you guys play, let us know so we can share them and other kins can start doing those games as well.
Mm-hmm. That would be pretty cool. All right. That's all I had for community. So would you like to talk about our fantastic sponsors?
Sure. If you're looking for a new PC, then check out doghousesystems.com and use the coupon code MMOReporter to get a free 120 gigabyte solid state drive in addition to the 1 terabyte drive that comes with your system. Booyah!
Yeah. That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. Solid state drives helps a lot with LotRO. Trust me.
Yeah, it's on my list of things to get. I gotta talk to you. So moving on.
Moving on. If you want to read about solid state drives, no, I don't think they have anything on that. If you are looking for audiobooks, go to audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter and get 1 month free of audiobooks, which is, I believe, 1 book per month.
Yes. Well, you get a credit per month, and the credit is good for 1 book.
Yes. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. No, there is one thing. It's called Solid State University Dramatized. That's the only thing, if you type in solid state drive on Audible, that you get.
Interesting.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is not rated well and only 28 minutes long. So I will not recommend this because I know nothing other than the name, which is Solid State University, and then in quotation, dramatized.
Dramatized. Interesting. All right, why don't you tell us the very interesting contact information that we can share with the world?
Absolutely. You can email us at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. Be sure to tweet us at LotRO Reporter. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search for LotRO Reporter. You can leave us a voicemail at 616-666-6778, or you can use the widget on the right-hand side of the screen when you visit our site, which is LotRoReporter.com. Be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/user/MMO Reporter Network. Also, be sure to follow us at twitch.tv/MMO Reporter, and you will know whenever the network goes live. I have a sneaking suspicion Heroes of the Storm will be going live shortly. And in soon and often. So, that was a horrible sound. What happened?
Something broke. Are you still recording?
Let me see. I think the live stream's down. Yes, I'm still recording. Okay,
let's finish up.
All right, back to where'd I go? You can follow me on Twitter at the Cari Mac. It's TheCariMac.
You can follow me at Laynor, Layanor. You can also find me on Steam, Twitch, and YouTube. Just look up Laynor.
Yep, and it'll be him.
It'll be me.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for downloading and listening. And as always, we do hope to see you in game, whatever various game that may be.
Hello Kitty Online.
It exists. I cannot believe it actually exists.
Let's play the music.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOReporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOReporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.